Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Lakers are having poor performances and have suffered a series of defeats. The team has the conditions to recover and go straight to the playoffs. LeBron James is already showing signs of fatigue and flirting with retirement, and the Lakers will do everything they can to make LeBron a champion in his last year in the NBA, which will be next season. So the goal is to sign a high-level player who will make the Lakers team unstoppable, and this player is called Kevin Durant. With the third star and the arrival of a great center who could be Clint Capella or Walker Kessler, it would be difficult for anyone to overcome the Lakers in the Western Conference. The Lakers will need to give up 5 players to bring in Kevin Durant, including future star Austin Reeves. The Los Angeles Lakers saw themselves once again fall behind their arch-rival Boston Celtics for the most NBA championships in league history, after the Celtics won their 18th in the 2023-2024 season. But in the 2024-2025 season, the Lakers knew that they had to make some drastic changes, that merely the presence of LeBron James, despite amazingly playing MVP-level basketball at age 40, would not be enough. At the beginning of February, the Lakers and Dallas Mavericks stunned the NBA, and the sports world overall, with a sudden swap of superstars. The Lakers shipped out power forward Anthony Davis and brought in generational scoring star Luka Doncic. The jaw-dropping trade seemed to have the desired effect. Shortly after Doncic weaved his way into the Lakers starting 5, the team went on an 8-game winning streak, soaring all the way up to the number 2 seed in the Western Conference. Behind the future Hall of Fame combo of James and Doncic, the Lakers felt like a team that could legitimately challenge for an NBA championship. So what will the Lakers do to get even better? This season, there is not much they can do. But over the summer and as they attack the 2025-2026 campaign, another future Hall of Famer appears likely to become available on the trade market, and not surprisingly, the Lakers have been linked to a deal to get him. That player, of course, is the NBA's 8th leading all-time scorer, 30,560, Kevin Durant. Now playing for his 4th team, the Phoenix Suns, the 36-year-old Durant will be in the final season of a 4-year, $194.2 million contract that he signed as a member of the Brooklyn Nets. While skeptical that the Lakers would be able to pull off such a deal, correspondent Jovan Buha of The Athletic outlined what, in his view, it would take to bring Durant to Los Angeles, forming an all-Hall of Fame Big Three together with James and Doncic. For the Lakers, a hypothetical trade for Kevin Durant would have to be something like Austin, Reeves, Rui Hachimura, Dalton, Connect, Gabe, Vincent, Maxey, Kleber, a pick, and a couple pick swaps. That's a lot, Buha said on his podcast. The Lakers are basically giving up everything that they could trade. For KD, you can make that case, but if you're Phoenix, if you have an open bidding with at least multiple teams, you can get more than that. Around this year's trade deadline in early February, multiple teams expressed interest in Durant, who does not have a no-trade clause in his contract. But according to ESPN NBA insider Brian Windhorst, the Suns will deal away Durant over the summer, to someone. They're gonna trade Durant, and he knows that, Windhorst said, after the trade deadline had passed. I think everybody's intentions are crystal clear here. They're a second-apron team, and the player they really want to trade, Bradley Beal, has a no-trade clause. Dealing away Durant would clear more than $44 million in apron space for Phoenix. LeBron James likely to opt out this offseason, willing to take a pay cut. LeBron James will likely decline his player option in the offseason, allowing the Lakers to re-sign him at a lower number to help bolster the roster. While the NBA season is still in full swing, the offseason is right around the corner. The Lakers will have plenty of things to consider, and with LeBron James having a player option, they are unsure whether he will opt in or decline. According to a recent article by Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, LeBron is most likely to opt out and take a pay cut to give the Lakers some cap relief, allowing them to re-sign players and bolster the roster. LeBron will likely opt out of his $50.6 million player option, but he is not expected to leave Los Angeles, league sources told Clutch Points. This has been James' strategy through the years, signing those unique 1+1 contracts which give him and the Lakers flexibility to adjust their cap numbers accordingly. Last offseason, James made it clear to Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office that he would be willing to take a slight pay cut if it meant them targeting impactful talents who could increase the team's championship odds. He will very likely do the same this summer, allowing Los Angeles to add more talent around him and Luka Doncic. Bringing back Jackson Hayes has also become a priority for the Lakers, along with evaluating an underwhelming pool of frontcourt talent. This is far from a foregone conclusion, but it does make sense. LeBron opted out last season, re-signed with the Lakers and has done this throughout his career. The Lakers front office could not add a key player last year, but with the addition of Luka Doncic at the deadline, they've given him the help he's needed. They can do even more if he returns the favor by opting out and taking less. They will still need a center, both starting and backup, and some wing depth. If LeBron gives the Lakers this financial assistance, they can use the money to add the missing pieces to this team. LeBron's return would also mean the Lakers get a full summer to build around him, Luka, and Austin Reeves. Now that they know the key pieces, they can create a roster around them instead of the now-defunct duo of LeBron and Anthony Davis. Hawks center expected to part ways with Atlanta after this season, Lakers may pursue him. The Atlanta Hawks are expected to lose a key player in the offseason. Currently ranking as the number 7 seed in the Eastern Conference, the Atlanta Hawks made moves at the past trade deadline which involved 2 of their key pieces. It began when they traded DeAndre Hunter to the Cleveland Cavaliers, before sending Bogdan Bogdanović to the Los Angeles Clippers. Once the offseason hits, they are in line to see another exit, from their longtime center in Clint Capella. Clint Capella expected to leave the Hawks after 2024-25 season as free agency looms. The run of Clint Capella with the Atlanta Hawks is presumed to reach conclusion right after this season. According to Hoops Hype's Michael Scotto, there is an early expectation that the big man will leave the team and sign elsewhere once he enters the unrestricted free agency market this upcoming summer. He wrote, after being benched in favor of Onyeka Okongwu and dangled in trade talks before the deadline, the early expectation is Hawks center Clint Capella will sign elsewhere in unrestricted free agency this summer, league sources told Hoops Hype. Capella holds an expiring $22.2 million contract. He was a part of the Hawks since the 2019-20 midseason when the franchise acquired him in a multi-team deal from the Houston Rockets. The Lakers could be in position to pursue Capella as part of their plans to address center need. Considering that he is set to become a free agent in 2025 offseason, we can only expect Capella to be pursued by several key teams desperate for a center, most notably the Los Angeles Lakers. Jeff Teague recently tipped the big man as a good fit wearing purple and gold. The Lakers have found it problematic in terms of their center depth. With Anthony Davis's departure from the groundbreaking Luka Doncic mega deal, LA presents only Jackson Hayes as its most viable option available. The Lakers indeed made efforts to address their center needs when they traded for Mark Williams. Yet infamously, the deal was vetoed after it was determined that the Charlotte Hornets big man had medical issues the Lakers were not comfortable with. For this botched trade, Los Angeles pulled an emergency center signing by securing Alex Len. But the former lottery big man is simply disappointing, igniting uproar across Lake Show fanbase from his past couple of games. Going after Capella will require plenty of assessment for the Lakers, like if the veteran center can still revive his old productivity and channel his old days of paint dominance for the Rockets. But with Doncic and LeBron James running the show, there would be opportunity for Capella to potentially be aggressive and active again should he join the Lakers. Charles Barkley says Bronny James should be in the G League. Former Suns legend says LeBron James is wrong for not keeping Bronny James in the G League all season long. Los Angeles Lakers guard Bronny James is making fast progress with his development. In an appearance on the Dan Patrick Show, however, NBA legend Charles Barkley suggested that Bronny has no business being in the NBA, at least, not yet. "That kid, I wish him nothing but the best, he should be in the G League getting better as a player," said Barkley. "He should have been in the G League all year. You don't get better sitting on the bench." Barkley saw the viral interaction between LeBron James and Stephen A. Smith, and the aftermath that followed. Unlike most fans, Barkley saw where Stephen A. was coming from and even made the case for why he might be right. "I think what he was really trying to say was, hey, don't put that kid out there with those NBA grown men. Send him to the G League where he can get better as a player," said Barkley. "They shouldn't have put him in that situation, he should have been in the G League all season." LeBron James made headlines over his altercation with Stephen A. Smith, but the bigger story is about Bronny. LeBron helped his son get into the league, but he's going out of his way to protect him from critics like Stephen A. and Barkley, who constantly question if he belongs. Bronny, 20, did not have the typical path to the NBA. As the son of an NBA legend, he grew up under the spotlight and was taught from birth how to handle the pressure. While Bronny may never reach the heights of his dad, his dream became a reality this season when he suited up for the Lakers on opening night. It was the first time in NBA history that a father and son shared the court for the same team, and it was a proud moment for the whole family. Today, Bronny's role on the Lakers is limited, but he's still an active member of the team. Contrary to Barkley's statement, Bronny spends most of his time with the South Bay Lakers, where he's averaging a solid 21.9 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 5.5 assists per game on 44.3% shooting. In the NBA, Bronny is rarely seen in large bursts, but the Lakers have not been shy about putting him out there with averages of 2.3 points, 0.6 rebounds, and 0.6 assists per game on 32.7% shooting. In Bronny's last game against the Chicago Bulls, he put up 2 points and 1 assist on 50% shooting. While his progress has been slow so far, Bronny has shown some flashes of greatness, and there is faith that he can establish himself as a valuable NBA role player. Of course, the key to his success will be more reps and experience on the court. Already, Bronny is showing remarkable progress, and he's brushed off all the noise about not earning his way. After signing a 4-year, $7.9 million guaranteed contract, James is here to stay, and the Lakers have invested in his long-term success. Luka Doncic has fatal flaw for LA Lakers with his offense, claims Skip Bayless. The LA Lakers are still reeling from a painful 119-117 loss to the Chicago Bulls. A buzzer beater from Josh Giddey led to the LA Lakers' fourth defeat in 5 games and has put pressure on them as they sit fourth in the West with the same record as Memphis Grizzlies. Lakers' performances drew a lot of criticism from experts as they have found problems in the team's defensive structure. LeBron James' return has not helped the team continue the stellar run they were on prior to his injury, which is something the Lakers need to finish the season well. Luka Doncic has scored well, but there are question marks about his efficiency, and the latest to point that out is Skip Bayless. Bayless warns LA Lakers fans about Luka Doncic. The veteran journalist put out a video on his social media channels where he called out Doncic for his poor three-point shooting this season. The Slovenian has shot 36.4% from beyond the arc in his time as a Laker, but has taken 9.8 attempts per game, which according to Bayless is a lot. He said, "I am going on record with a warning to Laker Nation. Luka Doncic has one fatal flaw which will prove to be fatal to the Lakers in the playoffs. Luka shoots way too many threes, he's got a lot of the LeBron in him. Nobody can score better in the lane than Luka, nobody can score better at the rim than LeBron, yet they are both infatuated with launching threes. LeBron has backed it off a little bit, sort of come to his senses. But no, Luka far more than LeBron is just jacking up threes at a dangerous pace." Bayless has historically been a big critic of James and kept drawing comparisons of Doncic to his teammate. "He's just like LeBron, he's actually by superstar standards a pathetic three-point shooter. Luka is a mathematical disaster waiting to happen, a 2-10 in a crucial playoff game," added Bales. Luka Doncic needs to improve his defense for the LA Lakers. Doncic is undoubtedly one of the most talented offensive players in the league. However, since he has been drafted, there have been a lot of doubts about his ability to contribute on the defensive end. Last season, he did improve his defense during Dallas Mavericks' run to the NBA Finals, but the young guard has not had a consistent stretch where he has proven that he can contribute on the other end of the floor. In the Lakers' recent games, Doncic has been spotted being passive on the defensive end, and many have also called him out for that. With just 9 games left, The Lakers will need him to amp up his defense as they cannot afford Doncic to keep being a target for opponents.